So, you know how to measure distance on a map, but can you read the lines running through it? Understanding these can mean the difference between a casual hike and getting stuck on top of a cliff. Welcome back to Maps and Mountains 101. I'm Alex Mack and this is episode 2, all about topography and contour lines. The term topography refers to the 3D shape of the land, and a topographic map, or topo for short, translates that 3D shape into a 2D map using contour lines. These contour lines connect points at the same elevation above sea level. They never cross each other, merge, or overlap except in rare cases like overhanging cliffs or caves. Every fourth or fifth line is called an index contour, and they're printed as a darker or bolder line with the elevation labeled on them. Think of these as your checkpoints. Looking at how these numbers change tells you if you're gaining or losing elevation between index contours. Each contour line represents a fixed amount of elevation change, and that amount is called the contour interval. You can work out the contour interval directly from the index contours. So in this example on a paper map, each index contour goes up by 100 meters and the contour interval is 25 meters. On a paper map, the contour interval always stays the same across the entire sheet, but on a digital map, the visibility of those contour lines and the contour interval will change dynamically as you zoom in and out. In this example on Granite, the more we zoom in, the higher the resolution and detail. In this case, the index contours are every 50 meters, so each line, or the contour interval, is going to be 10 meters. The extra benefit here is that you have an exact reading of your elevation in the lower part of the screen, which is super helpful if you're trying to get a specific waypoint. The most important thing to remember is that the spacing between contour lines tells you how steep the terrain is. More tightly spaced contours means steeper terrain, where you can expect scree, loose rocks, scrambling, or even climbing, whereas more widely spaced contours mean gentle terrain and faster travel. And here's a tip that could save you a call to search and rescue. When contour lines get so close they almost merge without crossing, that's called a cliff band. Every year in BC, hikers end up cliffed out, meaning they've ended up in terrain where they can't safely go forwards or backwards. Contour lines help us identify these cliffs well before we're even standing near one. A great way to practice reading contour lines is to pull out your paper map or an app like Granite and look up routes that you've already traveled on. Since you already know what the terrain looks like, you can start to match what you're seeing in the contours on the map to the features that you remember on that trail. Becoming fluent in contour lines is one of the best skills we can have to keep ourselves off the search and rescue call list, since getting lost is consistently in the top 3 reasons people call for search and rescue in BC. Another fantastic way to build these skills is to learn from professionals in the field through navigation courses offered by your local guiding companies. So many of us focus on taking our avalanche safety training courses, which is awesome, but navigation courses are arguably even more fundamental to everything that we do in the outdoors, including reading winter terrain. If you want to go deeper on the navigation side, we have some great resources linked below, including a video from BC Adventure Smart's Pack Like a Pro series called Navigation and Communication. It covers how to plan a trip, what tools to carry, and how to communicate your plans so that if something goes wrong, search and rescue teams can find you faster. In the next episode, we'll get into the specific land features that we can identify with contour lines, plus look at what the different colors on our maps mean so you can put all that information together and plan your best adventure. We'll see you there.